Espérate.
Hey.
Hello. Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good.
You got a little one over there.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Okay. So I think this is one of your first time to my class, right?
I think so, yeah.
Sometimes, I'm not right, and so I'm okay with that. I'm like, I remember faces more than I do names, but I don't remember your face.
Yeah.
Do you have any limitations or anything that I need to know about?
Not really, no.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do this. My name is Georgia. Obviously, you signed up for my class. We're doing gentle yoga tonight. So I've been working on like a chakra series the past few weeks, which are the energy systems within the body. I always tell people that you don't have to believe in this. It's just something that I believe in, and that when it comes time for us to maybe go our ways, away from this earth, that if we did an autopsy on our body, we would not be able to find these energy systems within our body. They're just something that lie within us. They're like energy channels that kind of keep things flowing and moving along the body in a steady pace, and they can get clogged along life's way.
Okay.
So we started with the root chakra, and then we went to the sacral, solar plexus, heart. Throat was last week, and this week is the third eye, which is directly between the brow. And it's kind of like our intuitive center, or like our sixth sense, and where we're able to maybe, not necessarily like clairvoyance or anything like that, but that does have something to do with it, but maybe just a knowing and that gut instinct that we get. That's kind of where that comes into play. So that's what you're going to have, is a very steady guidance if it is balanced. You're going to really just feel like you are really knowing and really calm in that knowing. But if there is like an extreme imbalance, you might maybe second guess yourself, not really trust, have a lot of fear or anxiety or things like that. I believe that life happens and that we're still going to have those things, those anxiety and those fears along the way. And that doesn't necessarily mean that there's an imbalance in our chakra system if those symptoms occur. But if they're like an extreme case, it's like an extreme thing, not like, maybe one day you have a little bit of fear, you have a little bit of anxiety. I mean, I think that's just being human,
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I believe. So with the third eye chakra, we're going to focus on that tonight as an intention. So as I said, it's directly in between the brow. You don't have to use that as an intention. It's just something that I'm offering. You can use anything that you'd like if you'd like to have an intention, such as like gratitude, self-acceptance, maybe releasing something that you don't want to hold on to any longer. Intentions are great for me because it gives me a place to steady my mind and to focus on. So that's why I like to do intentions in class. Like I said, you can choose one of the ones I offered, or maybe there's something that you have going on that you need to work on, or maybe you just want to connect to your breath tonight, and that's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, I'll set an intention. Can I get real quick my essential oil for the third eye chakra?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Thank you. Baby, no te bajes porque estoy haciendo un yoga class. Bueno, tienes que bajarte por allá. ¿Dónde está mi third eye? Ay, es en serio. Wait, Estela, wait.
So what oil are you grabbing?
Well, I made a blend for all the chakras, and now I can't find the third eye one. I have 4 there, but that's okay. The one that I need, I can't find it. That's okay.
That's okay.
I'll grab another one.
Okay.
Here it is. I'll use balance.
All right, so to begin and start to set our intention and focus on that third eye center, we're going to come into Sukhasana or easy pose or whatever seated position that is good for you. Just as long as it's head over heart, heart over pelvis. We'll soften the gaze and close the eyes just to connect to our breath. We'll start by inhaling through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here for a few more rounds on your own. Setting and sealing your intention. You focus all your energy directly between the brow. Allow that space to be open. And receptive. Last breath here. We'll start to bat the eyelashes open, putting back into your place. We're going to begin with some Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing. Are you familiar with that, Nadi Shodhana? Sweet. All right, so you tuck all the fingers in except for the pinky and the thumb, and you have those out. We'll start by plugging the nostril on the right side. We'll inhale through the left. Plug the right with the pinky. Exhale through the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do 5 more rounds. Whenever you're ready, release the hand. That's one of the most calming things for me to do, and I forget about it all the time. So, okay, so we'll uncross the legs and swing them to the side to come onto all fours to come into a tabletop position. Stack the shoulders over wrist bones, hips over knees, pressing firmly to the backs of the feet. We're going to start by inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze up towards the ceiling, gazing towards the third eye. Exhale, round to the back of the body, take the navel in the spine, chin into the chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding through the spine, tucking the chin into the chest. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. On your inhale, come back into that neutral spine position. Staying in the tabletop position, maybe slightly move that left knee a little bit more into center. We're just going to open up through the hips slightly, so we're going to make some nice hip circles with the knee. We'll make facing circles with the knee in both directions. Use the hands, spreading the fingertips wide, pressing the mat away. And release. Switching sides. Good. Notice any stiffness that might be in one side rather than the other. Always a difference. And release. We're going to come in to thread the needle next. So on the inhale, raise the right arm up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, draw it underneath the left armpit, placing the right shoulder onto the mat, followed by the ear. You have the option to keep that hand in close, extend it out long, or even take it in to the lower back or sacrum. On an inhale, bring that left hand back down to the mat. Press into the left hand, lifting the right arm up, back up towards the ceiling. Then on the exhale, bring it back down. Switch sides, so inhale, lift the left arm up. And then on the exhale, draw it underneath the right armpit, placing that left shoulder down the mat, followed by the ear. Same options as before with the hand. Breathing deeply. On your inhale, bring that right hand back down to the mat if it's not already there. Pressing into the right hand, lift the left arm back up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, we'll bring it back down. Take the knees as wide as the mat or wider, coming into a child's pose. So send the hips back towards the heels, extend the arms forward, melt the chest, and then allow the forehead to come in between the arms. And then massage the third eye center here. But just gently rocking the head back and forth. On the inhale, lifting the head only, walk the hands over towards the right side of the mat and allow the head to come in once again. You can even place the left palm on top of the right hand. Stretching to the left side of the body here. On an inhale, lifting the head only once again. Walk the hands back through center and onto the left side. Maybe swap the right hand to be on top of the left this time. And the head coming in between the arms. On your inhale, lift the head, walk the hands back through center. Spread both of the palms wide to plant the hands and send the hips towards the front of the mat. We're going to tuck the toes to come into a downward facing dog and send the hips back and up. Here, maybe make some nice gentle knee bending of the knees. Allow the gaze to be towards the navel. Just soft, steady movements. And when you're ready, you can take the right foot in between the hands, coming into a high lunge position. You also do have the option to take the left knee down if you'd like to stay in the low lunge position. Option is yours and on the intensity you wish to have in your practice tonight. Hands can stay pressed firmly onto the mat or tented palms. Breathing here. Gaze is forward. Keeping the length in the back of the neck. Good. Relax the shoulders away from the ears as best you can. When you're ready, you can bring the hands up to the knee or even take the hands to heart center and come into a revolved lunge, taking that left elbow over the outside of that right knee and gaze up towards the ceiling. Good. On an inhale, come back through center, releasing the twist. Take the hands back down to the mat. Bring the right foot back, coming into your downward facing dog. Extend it out, up and towards the ceiling, and bring it back down to the mat. Switch sides, so we'll bring the left foot in between the hands, coming onto the ball mount of that back foot. Same options as before. We'll take a few breaths here, really stabilizing in this high lunge position, or you can opt the option of low lunge position. Good. When you're ready, you can take the hands and place them firmly onto the left knee. And then you can also bring them to the Anjali Mudra and take the right elbow, hooking it on the outside of that left knee, and gaze up towards the ceiling. On the inhale, come back through center, frame the foot with both hands, and then draw that left knee into the chest, extend it out long behind you, and bring it down to meet the right. Take a few deep breaths here. On your inhale, take as many steps as you need to bring the feet all the way up to meet the hands. You can have the toes together touching here, and you can keep the feet hip distance. When you're ready, I want you to inhale, start to roll up, stepping vertebrae by vertebrae. Allow the head to be the last thing. Good. Do you have a strap or a towel close by? I meant to ask you that before class. Perfect.
I have a belt.
Always improvising, yes. Okay, so we're going to come into Gomukhasana arms, or cow facing arms. So we'll take the strap in the right hand first, and if you need it, I mean, some people might not need it, but I know I do on the other side. Pat yourself on the back, then take the left arm, internally rotate, and then bring it up and try to make the hands meet. That's where the strap comes into play. If you're not able to make the hands clasp, you just grab a hold of your strap and stand up tall, relaxing through the shoulders. Good. Gaze up towards the ceiling. And release. Maybe shake out the shoulders or roll the shoulders a little bit, shake out the arms before we switch sides. So we'll come to the left side. So take your strap or towel into your left hand, take it up towards the ceiling, pat yourself on the back, take the right hand, internally rotate, and grab a hold of that bottom strap, or you can even try to work it up to meet the left hand. Standing up tall, gazing up towards the ceiling. Strong legs. Relaxing the tailbone down towards the mat. and release. You can place the strap to the side and shake out the hands, maybe shake out the shoulders. Good. So we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And then on the exhale, start hinging at the hips to come into that forward fold position. We'll inhale, halfway lift, flat back position. Exhale, fold once again. Then we'll inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And then we'll go directly into that forward fold. So exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back position. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And directly coming into that forward fold. Last one. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, drop the hands by the side. We're going to step step one of the feet back. You can do the left or the right, either way. We're coming into a wide-legged position or Prasarita. So take the arms wide here to a Texas T position. And we're going to take the right hand down to the center of the mat. If that's not an option, you can use a block, or you can just keep that hand going to the right waist to come into a twisted variation. Gaze will be up towards the ceiling and rock the weight slightly into the ball mounds of the feet. Good. Really use that right hand to press the mat away instead of sinking into that right shoulder. And on the inhale, start to come back up. Exhale when you get there, and we'll switch sides, taking the inhale, and then on the exhale, bring the left hand back down to the mat. Right arm comes up towards the ceiling, pointing to the fingers. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Good. On the inhale, come up through center, coming into that Texas T position. Exhale when you get there. Now that front foot, I want you to face towards the front of the mat and then pivot that back foot to a 45-degree angle, coming into a warrior two position. And then just slide that left arm down that back leg and bring the right hand up, coming into a reversed warrior. Good. Inhale, come back through center, coming into that warrior two position. We'll just pivot the feet here, so lift up off that front foot. We'll pivot it to the 45-degree angle, bending in that left knee to switch sides, facing the back of the mat. And then the right arm will come down the back of the right leg. The left hand will come up towards the ceiling. Good. On an inhale, come back through center into that warrior two position. Pivot the feet back towards the front of the mat and cartwheel the hands down to frame that right foot, stepping that foot back into your downward facing dog. From here, we're going to roll over the toes, coming back down onto our knees to enter into a puppy posture. So the toes will remain tucked, so you're on the ball mound of the toes or the toes just themselves. We'll start to walk the hands forward and melt the chest onto the mat, sending the hips up towards the ceiling and resting the head in between the arms. Good. On an inhale, start to slide the hands back so that you can press yourself forward. Untucking the toes, we will send the legs either to the right or to the left and come down onto our sitting bones. Now we'll take the legs wide, coming into a wide-legged position seated. Relax the thigh bones back and down to have the kneecaps up, toes up towards the ceiling. We're just going to come into a forward fold position here. So if you need blocks or anything to stack up in front of you, you can grab that option. Also, you can always stack the fist, and that will help you have a resting place. So we'll start to walk the hands out. Find that nice deep stretch in the inner thighs, wherever that may be. And allow the head to come in, keeping length in the back of the neck. Just take a few more breaths here. On an inhale, start to walk the hands back up. Exhale when you get to the top. We're going to come to lying flat on our backs. If you can use, for the next posture, you can use your pants leg. If you don't have a strap, or if you do, you can use that as well, or a towel. So come to lying flat on the back, whichever way you find that best for you. And then lengthen the left leg out long. We're going to come taking either the strap or grabbing on one of the pants leg here. I'm gonna do the little strap around my foot. Left hand's gonna come to the top of that left thigh bone. And then on the inhale, we'll bring that right foot a little bit closer to us. Then on the exhale, take it out towards your right side. Gaze over the left shoulder.
I need to find some space here.
What?
I need to find some space here.
Okay. Yeah. Good. On an inhale, bring that right foot back through center. You can switch the strap into the left hand if you like, or the pants leg, placing the right hand outside of the right hip. We're just gonna cross that right foot over the left side of the body as we gaze over the right shoulder. On an inhale, bring that right foot back through center. Exhale when you get there. Releasing the clasp of either the pants leg or your strap. Release the strap from the foot. Extend the right leg out long and bring the left foot in to put the strap around the base of the foot or clasp the pants leg. Right hand comes
Mia,
top
go.
of the
Mia,
back.
no. Stop. Stop. Go, Mia. Go.
We will inhale, bring that left foot in. I had that same problem with my daughter. She can't practice yoga with me anymore. And on the exhale, take the left foot out towards the left side, gazing over the right shoulder. And on the inhale, bring that left foot back through center, switching the strap into the right hand if you'd like, or the pants leg. Take the left hand outside the left hip, cross the left leg across the body, gaze over the left shoulder. On an inhale, bring that left foot back through center, releasing the clasp or the strap. When you're done with the strap, you can place it to the side.
Hug the knees into the chest here.
Wrapping the arms around the shins and just draw the nose in towards the knee. Just for a little bit of a hug. Really exhale, take the head back down. Keeping the knees bent, take the arms wide into a Texas T position. From here, what we're going to do is inhale, allow the knees to drop to the right, keeping the knees pressed together as we gaze over the left shoulder. Exhale, draw the knees back through center, keeping them pressed together the entire time. And then on the inhale, allow them to drop to the left as we gaze over the right shoulder. Bring the knees back through center. To the right, gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop them to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop them to the right. Two more. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop it to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop them to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop them to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale when you get there. Bring both feet back down to the mat and the hands outside the hips, lengthening the tailbone down towards the end of the mat. We're going to come into some bridge variations, so keeping the hands planted outside the hips. We're going to find that internal rotation of the pelvic floor. So we're going to inhale, lift the hip points up towards the ceiling as we gaze up towards the ceiling and hold. Good. And release on the exhale. We'll do two more like that. Inhale, lift up. Good. Pressing both feet firmly into the mat and imagining trying to draw the knees together energetically. And release. Take a breather for a second. Last one. We'll inhale, lift up. Good. And release on the exhale. Now windshield wiper the legs back and forth, just to release some of the tension maybe. When you're satisfied, you can bring the knees back through center. We'll come into reclined pigeon. So bring the right ankle across the left knee. Interlace the hands behind the back of that hamstring, drawing the left knee in towards you. You can find a nice gentle sway here back and forth to massage the lower back. Release the back of that left hamstring and allow the left foot to come back down to the mat. We'll switch sides. So left ankle comes across the right knee. Draw that right knee in, interlace behind the back of the hamstring. Do a slight flex in the feet. Protect the knees. Release the back of that right hamstring now. Bring that right foot back down to the mat. Uncross the left leg off the right. We're going to come into a spinal twist before Shavasana, so extend the left leg out long, keeping that right knee bent and coming to Texas T arms or cactus arms, and allow that right knee to fall heavy over the left as we gaze over the right shoulder. Good. On an inhale, bring that right knee back through center. Exhaling when you get there. Extend the right leg out long, draw the left knee in to switch sides. Allow that left knee to fall heavy over the right as we gaze over the left shoulder. And inhale, bring the left knee back through center. Exhale when you get there. Now lengthen both legs out long to start to enter into Shavasana, our final resting posture. So take the feet as wide as the mat or wider. Take the arms as wide as the mat or wider. Start to let the eyes fall heavy into the back of the skull. Releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Allow the back of the neck to be soft. The shoulders loose. Transitioning down into the arms. Feeling a lightness through the fingertips. Feeling the warmth radiate through the chest. Descending into the abdomen, washing over the hips. Feel it flow down the backs of the hamstrings and the fronts of the quads. Pressing the back of the calves. Ankles become heavy, but the feet remain light. As you rest in Shavasana.